Good evening, Doris.
Good evening, Doris and Betty.
And good evening to those watching in the live stream today. Tonight, or those people watching in the replay, we're talking to one of our favorite foods, diba?
Yes, Betty's Best.
Betty's Best. And we'll be talking about, so we will be talking about the story of Betty's Best and the different food with Doris and
Betty.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to All right, Doris and Betty. Good evening. Good evening.
Hi.
Hi. Good evening. Maybe siguro if we can introduce bakit the story of Betty's Best. How did it came about?
Okay. Betty's Best was conceptualized a few years ago. Maybe we started working on it mga 4 years ago. And, my husband was so into food, right? And after venturing out in mga restaurants, he wanted something like operations that can still provide quality food anytime, and it can be delivered anywhere. So that's how it started. So testing dito sa bahay, we developed the recipes, but we wanted it simple. So hence the very limited menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we mention the restaurant or hindi na?
Yeah.
How it started? So the restaurant is named.
Oh, okay. He's the restaurant. Okay, he started Densha's Bar and Grill. So he was the original owner until we sold it, no? And then, but we remained in the food business because we have another brand which is the Grill Boy. It's in Mall of Asia, and we're also present in Baguio and in Carriedo. And also, we still have two franchises of
Dencho.
All right. Now, question, bakit Betty's? Why Betty's?
Well, they say because she's the favorite. No, just kidding.
Wala. Kasi nandiyan sa ngayon, kaya favorite pa.
si Dennis kasi mahilig magpangalan, especially in the stores, no? He names it after himself. Dennis the Grill Boy before, and then Denchos. And then he started putting in the kids' names on menu ng Dennis the Grill Boy. So he used Anina and then Betty, ganon. And then he even had another concept for that's it. Wala naman talagang favoritism talaga.
Hello. Wait. Medyo naging choppy lang yung signal.
So we're talking to Doris, the mom, and Betty, who's the daughter, and named after her yung Betty's Best. So they sent us the Betty's Best, yung sotanghon with the sisig and the palabok with their barbecue and bibingka. So we will ask them the story about it.
So, what are the Betty's Best? Ito actually favorite namin lahat eh. So we're waiting for them to join back in. Yun. All right, yun. You're back.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
You're back.
Can you hear us?
Yes. Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, where did I get cut?
Yung sa Dennis is naming after the food named after her daughters, diba? Anina, tapos
So it just sounded like Betty sounded like Betty's Best Delivery. Parang it just sounded well, so he chose that.
So what's the so ang una naming natikman was the sotanghon with sisig.
Yeah.
Why that? Because from the densyo sisig, and why the sotanghon?
Well, kasi we love cooking the sotanghon here in the house. And then sabi ni Dennis, ang sarap talaga nito. It's so simple, no? We originally we cooked it with chicken lang, chicken flakes ganon. Sabi niya, what can we do with this? And then one day, sabi ko, why don't we make use of our inventory, what we have already? So just to make it look a little not so simple, sabi ko, why don't we just add it on the instead of just the chicken, let's make it the sisig na. It's really just a topping.
Oh, okay. So, Betty, is that your favorite? This sotanghon with
Or what's your
sisig, or
favorite?
what's your favorite in the menu?
So I really like the sotanghon. I'm not just saying that, right? But it is our most popular product for a reason. And it's, we ate sotanghon a lot growing up. Not necessarily sisig sotanghon, but when food, the food at home is so good. So growing up, it wasn't good food, right? It was just food. And it feels very at home. It feels very homey for me, right? Because we grew up eating my dad's food, especially from my dad's restaurant. So I like it a lot.
Okay, Betty, marami nagtatanong. Maybe can you introduce yourself and your background, and what do you feel about the business being named after you?
Yeah, so my mom was saying, my siblings always joke that it's favoritism, but I think it was really just catchy. It's also misleading though, because it was my older sister Anina who was originally more involved with Betty's Best. I've only started helping this summer.
The youngest?
We're 4 children. My oldest sister Anina, and then I'm the second, and then we have 2 younger siblings who are in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and are you still studying ba, or what do you do? What's your background?
Yeah, so I'm actually in college. This is sort of just while I'm here at home because of quarantine, and I thought it was a really good way to help out with my mom, especially since I'm spending so much time here right now.
Yeah.
All right, sige. So can we talk about the different food that you are serving now? So I believe you're serving just for food, di ba? Or bring for food. Can we talk about each one?
Sure.
First, of course, the sotanghon.
Yeah, so the sotanghon is a really very simple dish, but the noodles itself is very very tasty. So yung sisig na topping, it's just an addition, because if you eat just the noodles, malalasahan mo na siya talaga. So that's something that we came up with, conceptualized here in our home, and we're so proud of it because it's really our seller. And we use a special kind of sotanghon.
Okay.
And it's I think our best kept secret. It's not common, yeah.
Bakit siya yellow? Madilaw.
The yellow one, yeah, we put something to give it a little color kasi yung sotanghon, di ba, it's just puti. So it's not very appealing. And that's how I prepared it here at home. But without sisig.
Without the sisig. And this is the winner in the ultimate taste test, correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right.
It was
Okay.
the ultimate taste test that we sort of really launched the product. The brand. Because
Yeah.
prior to that, we were just like, feeling the waters, ganon.
Mm-mm. And how is it so far? How did the brand? How was the brand evolved ever since the time, and even during the quarantine? What happened?
It was during the COVID, when COVID started, no? And then we had to reopen. So it was, I think, a blessing in disguise that the delivery service is what's making waves now, right? Because the restaurant, parang people don't go out and on, and so we just had to work on the on marketing it, just so people will find
Yeah.
out about Betty's Best.
Okay. Sarap. Sarap. Sarap talaga.
Thank
And
you.
then, okay, can we talk about the other brands? So, what are next?
So the other pancit we offer is the palabok.
Yeah. The palabok is one of my husband's favorite. Parang big fan talaga siya ng palabok ever
Yeah.
since. And ako naman, I used to say, wow, it's so complicated. Parang ang daming sahog and all that. But he really adamantly said, no, we have to develop it. So we really worked on it from scratch. We researched, and we did a lot of R&D here at home, and we came up with that.
Yeah. Like, I know that the sotanghon's the most popular. But the palabok, it's really, like my mom was saying, the past few years, my dad would bring home all different kinds of palaboks and he'd have us try it and he'd ask for our input. So the palabok was really something that my dad was a perfectionist with, and I think that's why we're really proud of the way it is now.
It's not exactly like all the other palaboks out there, no, but like we also top it with crunchy things. It's not chicharron.
Okay.
We don't have to. We don't. You don't have to use patis because it's already tasty.
Mhm. So you don't use patis, no?
No, di ba? Most palaboks require patis, but this one you can really eat it without patis or calamansi. But of course, that's a personal choice for the customer. And if you notice the noodle that we use, it's not the Malabon noodles, nor is it the tiny noodles. We're kind of in between, which not a lot of people use.
It's in the middle.
Yes.
It's not spaghetti. I mean, the spaghetti, it's not super thick. So it's just, yeah, it's
Ano
different.
tawag sa kanya?
Kasi yung pancit Malabon is really big, di ba?
Oo.
And
So, ano
walang,
tawag
sorry,
sa noodles? Anong tawag sa noodles?
it's really called palabok noodles.
Mm.
Ano, sarap?
Mm-mm.
Tasty yan, di ba?
Hindi, maganda yung, I think, kaya maganda yung, I think, the noodles that you've chosen are really good, no? Parang fit to the food. How did you find all this, how did you find all these noodles?
Alam mo, Anton, I was in the grocery all the time, like searching. Kasi I would do all the purchasing and then present it to my husband. He was the final say, of course. I had my inputs, but I did a lot of research and for his approval. Kasi yan yung talagang nagustuhan niya.
Oo, tamang-tama eh. Yung hindi siya masyadong ma-noodle,
Yeah.
hindi rin naman siya under. Diba?
Kasi yung ibang malalaki nakakabusog na parang wala naman masyadong sahog. Pero it's,
Oo, magkukulang na yan sa sauce eh. Di ba?
yeah. And then we decided that we serve it already mixed instead of like some kasi the sausages on top. Pero kami, minix na namin para kasi minsan, kung mauna ka, ayun, nasa sa'yo lahat ng sauce. Kawawa yung naiwan.
Hindi, tsaka ma-mix mo talaga, makikita mo na tama na ba o hindi, di ba? Lalo na pag nag-dry. At least, ito nga, once na-mix mo na, di ba? Nakita mo lahat pantay-pantay na yung sauce.
Oo. Okay. Next. So what's the story of the
Barbecue.
Peanut barbecue has always been with our other brand, Dennis the Grill Boy.
Yes.
So we just said na we had it already in our inventory, and we're so proud of it because it's very, very tender. We don't use tenderizer. So, but the way we marinate it makes it very tender, especially when it's freshly grilled. So it's been in the menu of our other restaurants, that same recipe.
And you can buy this cook na, no? Do you sell frozen ba or ano? Or
We're veering towards that avenue, no? Especially because of COVID. We're starting to develop frozen items or frozen items, yeah.
okay. And now, I think ang sarap rin niya. So may ano sikreto ng barbecue?
Manamis-namis. Tsaka,
Secret.
Okay. Now, I think one of the things na nagustuhan ko talaga, actually we've tried this already, is the bibingka. Tama?
Yes.
So, can you tell us more about the bibingka?
Okay, si Bibingka naman. Still, my husband's idea yan. Kasi gusto niya talaga mahilig siya sa kakanin. Well, mahilig siya talaga kumain. Pero sabi niya, babe, let's make bibingka. Sabi ko, naku, wala naman akong kaalam-alam sa bibingka. But sabi ko, if we do bibingka, I don't want it to be flour. Kasi I'm from the province and we never use anything from, with flour, no? Yung bibingka naman talaga made of galapong. So we just developed that. Talagang, matagal na research yan.
Matagal na research.
We didn't want it very big. So we call it our mini bibingka. I know there are other bibingkas also that size in the market, but we take pride in what we have. It's simple and it's very cheesy.
So ano siya, galapong with cheese lang, no? Parang it looks simple pero bakit siya masarap?
Well, we don't scrimp on the butter.
yun.
And then, so how much usually, what are the sizes that you offer?
Betty.
So for the bibingka, there's only one size. It's the mini bibingka. And then for the two pansits, we come in small, medium, and large. And it's mostly because people are ordering when they're with their families, right? During Sunday lunch, parang ganyan. And then for the barbecue, we offer it in 6, 12, 18, and 24 sticks.
So the small is good for 2 to 3.
4 to 6, actually.
4 to 6.
Yeah,
And
so we do 4 to 6 because it's typically eaten with the barbecue or with the bibingka.
with other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then the medium would be 4 to 6. Then
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
And then the large
12.
is 10 to 12. Yep.
And so far, ano yung mga favorite ng mga customers nyo?
The sotanghon for sure.
Okay. And then after the sotanghon?
Palabok is not too far behind. Actually.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, a lot of people actually order both. pancit. Yeah, so they get a small of the sotanghon and then a small of the palabok also.
And barbecue, right?
Oh,
Barbecue.
it's always
And the bibingka.
Yeah, and the bibingka, it's actually so easy to order the smallest sizes of each, and then you just share with people. Like it's like a mini buffet. It goes so well together.
Yeah.
Although we're developing maybe soon another dessert just to complement because some people find bibingka so heavy, di ba? Parang, or for merienda. So kung naghahanap ng dessert. So we're developing something and we're gonna launch it soon.
Hulaan namin, leche flan.
We thought of that.
Or ube. Leche.
Ube halaya.
Soon to come.
Soon to come.
Suman. Puro carbs.
And so,
Sirit.
secret nga. So maybe during this quarantine and well, we're still in quarantine. How are you marketing? Kamusta naman yung business? And did you find it more difficult or more easier now to market Betty's Best without kasi wala kayong restaurant talaga. I mean, the idea is to be home-based delivery talaga at the start.
Yeah. Actually, it's not home-based. It's commissary-based.
Okay. Commissary-based. And so how's the experience so far?
You know what? I'll be honest. Right when the lockdown ended and we could start doing deliveries again, we weren't marketing so heavy. A lot of it's really word of mouth, right? So almost because I take the orders, and a lot of the orders I get, it's like, oh, my friend ordered this, and she told me to try it, or I saw this on my tita's Instagram, for example. So I think it's just people are sharing it with families, with friends, and that's really how it's been growing because social media aside, it's really people have been sharing food or people will order one bila of sotanghon and then send it to a friend. So I think that's how we've been growing.
And sorry. Kamusta naman yung the transportation? Does it affect the product or parang masarap pa rin siya kahit if you transport it?
Wala naman, we haven't had any complaints really kasi we do deliveries by courier, no? And, mabilis naman yung motorsiklo and usually, wala pa kami complaints na nakuha. Sinabi nila when it gets to them, it's still warm.
Yeah, the food actually stays warm for a long time.
Oo nga eh. And then you can keep it, no? What's the shelf life ng mga products?
I always say, because from our experience here, yung natitira, kung meron mong natitira, we keep it in the freezer and it freezes quite well. And then I just thaw it out and then sometimes I stick it in the microwave if we're in a hurry. Or sometimes we steam it but wrapped in foil. So it's easy. And it comes out fresh again. Even our Bibingka, I'm so proud of it because it's been brought all over the world. Nakarating ng Canada, the States, Australia, ganon. And they bring it frozen. And then they just reheat it by steaming it. So, it's a easy product.
So you can freeze the bibingka lang and then pwede na. Okay.
Yeah.
Ang galing So parang pasalubong talaga. No?
Yeah. Actually, parang before we even thought of having a stall in the airport, parang pasalubong counter, parang take-out box ng frozen bibingka. So maybe in the future when things are normal, maybe we can still do that because that was one of my husband's plans.
Maganda rin yung packaging mo for the barbecue kasi Ziploc.
Yes.
Usually kasi it's just, di ba? Just cover, aluminum foil, and supot, then it will drip, nabubutas yung di ba, supot and all.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
We're okay naman with that plastic. It's a thick plastic. So far, hindi pa naman natutusok.
Tsaka may sauce pa siya.
Yeah. And it can be used too.
Yeah. So,
we're still working on our, it's still a work in progress, yung branding, to get everything all together. It's kind of hard because it's work now during COVID, and that is one of the things we were working on prior.
Okay. And so, what are your plans moving forward with Betty's Best?
Well, we plan to be more visible. So maybe we will have satellite commissaries where we can deliver from like somewhere southern part, and then north. Para kasi right now we're in Pasig, so yung iba hindi na naaabot sa delivery. And we want to reach out to everybody in the metropolis.
Because we do get orders from everywhere, we've gotten orders for Cavite from the opposite side, so it's a lot easier for the customers if we could have more pickup points in the future.
And also maybe just a takeout counter or something like that.
Yeah, oo.
Yeah, galing. It's just interesting, no, na um, parang because we've ordered this in we had like mga meetings in De La Salle before. Ito yung in-order namin for mga team buildings, and ang sarap it keeps actually very well, no, kahit actually malamig siya ng konti, it
Uh-uh.
tastes actually so good.
Yeah.
Bakit nga ganun? Parang sarap kasi niya kahit init.
Sabi ko nga, it's made with a lot of love.
Ang galing. It's one of our favorite brands actually, and it's good na if we can have more, outlets in especially now we're in Laguna, di ba? And the South people needs to know more about this Betty's Best.
And it's getting popular for family get-togethers and also sa offices. So, madali na siyang may name recall na siya.
Yes, oo.
Oo. Okay. So, maybe let's close this kasi naghihintay na yung mga anak din namin. Hinihinto namin kanina pa. Maybe some final words lang or invitation to people who wants to try Betty's Best.
Well, so, our food, like, you hear sisig sotanghon, it sounds like a lot. But I think really at its core, it's really classic Filipino food, It's not too much, it's not too little, it's great on its own, but if you want to add a little something to it, you can too. And it's something that you can enjoy with your friends, right? And that's really such the essence of Filipino food is something to be enjoyed with other people. And that's really what Betty's Best is.
Yeah. Our products are all parang home cooking and they're comfort food. So it's something everybody can enjoy. And we want to offer it to everybody. We want everybody to be able to order from us and even bring it for pasalubongs.
All right. So, are you opening this for franchise or you're operating the commissary on your own?
No, we're operating it on our own, and we don't. Well, let's see. Right now we're open, but we wanna have strengthen our delivery first, and then be able to open in other parts of this metropolis.
All right. Good question. Yeah, it's good. So thank you so much, and sarap ng food as always, and we do hope a lot of our audience or people watching this video can order from you. How can they order?
So if you head on to our Instagram page, Betty's Best PH, that has all of our contact info, so like the phone number, and we have an online order form that most people order through, and that will be in the link in the bio,
And the menu.
and the menu is there as well.
Okay. Wait. We'll share. We'll share that. We'll share the Instagram page. Okay.
Yeah.
So this. Oh, sino ba to? Who's the girl here?
That's her.
Supposed to be. That's kind of what I look like when I was younger.
So, ikaw ba yung sumasagot dyan, Betty?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Naku, baka marami mag-order.
Dadami na order.
Okay, so the phone number is, so you only deliver Tuesday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., correct?
Yeah.
And
For
then,
now, yes. But we're planning to be open every day soon.
okay, where's the number? Where can you?
So it's all the information's in the link in that link.
This one, okay. Which goes to the to the form, no?
Yeah, so we have a Google form that has the menu and the contact number.
Wait, I will show it para they can order. Okay. So you just pre-order here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many days in advance or?
Well, right now, I mean, we're kind of flexible and I'm kind of forgiving. So if I can accommodate you within the hour or 2 hours, we try to do our best to do that.
Okay. So that's good. So wala pa kayong pasok ba? Or that's why you're the one handling it?
Yes. Momentarily.
Yeah.
All right. Yan ang mga anak namin. Kanina pa umaligat.
Hi.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Thank you for having us, Anton.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for having us.
It's always nice to see you guys.
Yeah, and thank you. And of course, the legacy of really good food is here. So, sarap. And it's the best. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
congratulations. And I do hope your business grows tenfold.
We appreciate it a lot. Enjoy the food.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right.